students, welcome back to my channel, to my class. Today we will do exercise 2D of the chapter 2 compound interest without formula, ICSE class 9 maths. So let us start. Question number 1. What sum will amount to rupees 6593.40 in 2 years at compound interest if the rate are 10% and 11% for the 2 successive years? We have to find the principal. So let the principal be 100. Let the principal be 100. So for the first year, interest for the first year will be equal to principal into rate, that is given 10% for the first year, 1 by 100, that is equal to 10 rupees. So amount at the end of the first year, that will be equal to 100 plus 10, that is 110. This is the amount outstanding at the end of the first year. So for the second year now, this will become the principal. So interest for the second year is equal to 110 into, and the rate for the second year is given as 11%, 11 into 1 by 100. So this is coming 120. So when amount is equal to 122.10, then principal was rupees 100. So when the amount is given as, how much it is given, 6593.40, then the principal will be 100 by 122.10 into 6593.40. when we solve this, we get 5400. Question number 2. The value of the machine depreciated by 10% per year during the first 2 years are 15% per year during the third year. Means for the first 2 years it is 10% and for the third year it is 15%. Express the total depreciation of the machine as percentage during these 3 years. So let the value of the machine at the beginning be 100 rupees. Let us start with 100. So for the first year depreciation, the depreciation value, will be 10%. It is given in the question. So 10% of 100, that will come rupees 10. This is the depreciation value. So the value of the machine, at the end of the first year, so it will be 100 minus 10, that is rupees 90. For second year, again depreciation is 10% of rupees 90. So this will come 10 by 100, that will come rupees 9. So value of machine at the end of the second year will be equal to 90 minus 9, that is rupees 81. For the third year, the depreciation is 15%. So 15% of 81. So 15 by 100 into 81. This is coming to 12.15. So this is the depreciation value of at the end of the third year. So value of machine at the end of the third year, that is equal to 81 minus 12.15, that is equal to 68.85. This is the value of the machine at the end of the third year. So what is the net depreciation? I will write here. See, net depreciation means total depreciation. What is the total depreciation? The initial amount was rupees 100 and total depreciation, the value of the machine is this. So total depreciation will be 100 minus 68.85, that is equal to 31.15. Okay, this is the amount of depreciation, total depreciation. We have to express in the percentage form. So 31, this is the depreciation amount on rupees 100 and this is for percentage. So this will cancel out. The answer will be 31%, 31.15% is the depreciation percentage. Question number 4. On a certain sum of money invested at the rate of 10% per annum compounded annually, the interest for the first year plus the interest for the third year is rupees 2652. Find the sum. Means I1 plus I3 is given. 2652. We have to find the principal. So let the principal be 100. Let the principal be rupees 100. So for first year, I1 is equal to 100 into, what is the 10% it is given, by 100. So rupees 10. So amount at the end of the first year will be equal to 100 plus 10, that is 110. For second year, interest for the second year will be equal to 110, because this will become the principal for the second year, into 10% into 1 by 100, that is rupees 11. So amount at the end of the second year will be equal to 110 plus 11, that is equal to 121. for the third year. For third year, this will become the principal for the third year. So I3 is equal to 121 into 10 into 1 by 100. This is 12.10. So amount at the end of the third year will be equal to 121 plus 12.10, that is equal to 133.10. This will be the amount at the end of the third year. See, now in the question it was given the sum of the first year and the third year, interest of the first year and the third year is equal to 2652. So now unitary, when I1 plus I3 is equal to 10 plus 12.10, that is equal to 22.10. When the sum of I1 plus I3 is 21.2010, then the principal is the rupees 100. So when I1 plus I3 is equal to 2652, then principal will be equal to 100 by 22.10 into 2652. By solving this, we are getting rupees 12,000. So this will be the principal. Find the sum on which the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest at the rate of 8% per annum compounded annually would be rupees 64. Would be rupees 64 in 2 years. Let us do this question by taking the value of principal as x. Okay, we should understand this also. Let the sum means principal be equal to x. So interest for the first year, that is x into, and the rate is given 8%, into 1 by 100, that is 8x by 100. Okay, what will be the amount for the first year? So amount for the first year will be x plus 8x by 100, that is equal to 108x by 100. This will be the amount for the first year. Now simple interest, because it is in the question it is given the difference of simple interest and compound interest. So simple interest will be equal to this only. Simple interest will be equal to 8x by 100. Okay, so now interest for the second year. Interest for the second year. This will become the principal. So 108x by 100 t into r. R is 8 into t by 100. So this is coming 8 is 64. 8 1 2 3 4 0.0864x. This will come the interest for the second year. So this is, if this is the interest for the second year, now the question is the difference would be 64 rupees. So difference would be rupees 64. So the simple and compound interest, and this is the simple interest. So 0.08x minus 0.0864x, that is equal to rupees 64. And by solving this we are getting x is equal to rupees 10,000. So the principal was rupees 10,000. So that the principal is the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest for the next 2 years, after 2 years, will be equal to rupees 64. Question number 7 and 8 are similar to question number 6. So you will be you can solve it very easily. So I'm going to question number 9. Ashok borrowed rupees 12,000 at some rate of interest, compound interest. After a year, he paid back rupees 4,000. Means after 1 year, he is paying back 4,000. If the compound interest for the second year is rupees 920, find the rate of interest charged and the amount of debt at the end of the second year. Okay. So for the first year, let the rate be x. Let the rate be x%. Let the rate be x%. So for first year, interest for the first year will be equal to 12,000 into number 7, and question number 8 is similar to question number 6. So you will be able to solve this very easily. So I'm going to question number 9. Ashok borrowed rupees 12,000 at some rate of interest. After a year, he paid back rupees 4,000. If the compound interest for the second year is rupees 920, and the rate. So let the rate be x%. So for the first year, interest for the first year will be 12,000 into x into 1 by 100. That is equal to 120x. For second year, so this is the interest. So amount for the second year, amount for the first year will be equal to 12,000 plus 120x. So for the second year, and also he paid back rupees 4,000. So the amount left is equal to 12,000 minus 4000, that is 8000, and this is 120x, so 8000 plus 120x, so this is the amount that was left to be paid. So this will become the principal for the second year. So interest for the second year is equal to 8000 plus 120x. This is the principal, this is the rate, this is the time, and by 100. So by dividing and solving, we getting 8x, so this will go 80x, this will go out, and x square, that is will be 1.2x square. So 80x plus 1.2x square. The compound interest for second year, so compound interest for second year is given is rupees 920, given in the question is rupees 920. So means this amount and this amount should be equal, because this is the compound interest at the end of the second year, and it is given that it is rupees equal to 920. So 80x plus 1.2x square is equal to 920. Now it's a quadratic equation. Okay, let us solve this. To remove the point, what we can do, either we can multiply by 10, or we can multiply with certain number so that it will become a whole number. So let us multiply this with 0.2x square plus 80x minus 920 equal to 0. So to remove this point, what we will do, we will multiply this by 10. So it will be, after multiplying it by 10, we will get 12x square plus 800x minus 9200, that equal to 0. So 1200x. So we will do middle term break that we are learning in class 9, that you must learn in class 8, middle term break. So by how much it will break? Let us see. 12x square. So it is breaking by 120 and 920. See, 12x square minus 120x plus 920x minus 9200 equal to 0. Taking common 12x. So x minus 10. Here will be x minus 10. We will take 920 as the common, minus, and this will be sign plus, so equal to 0. So one form will be 12x plus 920 equal to 0, and another will be x minus 10 equal to 0. So x we are getting minus 920 by 12, and x we are getting 10. Since the rate of interest can never be negative, rate can not be negative, so rate equal to 10%. So for first year interest was equal to 120x. So 120 into 10, that is equal to rupees 1200. For second year, I2 was this 80x plus 80x plus 1.2x square. So 800, it will be 800. 80x, 80 into 10, 800 plus 10 into 10, 100. 100 into this will be 120. So 920. So this will be the interest of the second year. So the amount that is left at the end of the second year, the amount that is left will be the amount that is left to be paid, the total debt, that is equal to 8000, that was the principal, plus the interest of the first year, plus the interest of the second year. So the total amount, total debt is equal to 10,120 rupees. So the questions that I am leaving are the similar questions. So you all try it, and if you face any problem, then you can comment me in the comment box. I will make a separate video for the rest of the questions. Thank you for watching, and like and subscribe it. Thank you.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss